Welcome everybody to Wild Horse Broadcasting as we get ready for race number 12 out of the 15 for the Simability Xfinity Series. As we're at Mile Motor Speedway up here in New Hampshire. Right there's a look at your fastest car in practice with a lap time of 35:07. Fast Eddie Hawks in that 45 machine. Second on the board, the 76 in a new paint job this week. Dropping the icy colors. I've been so lucky that he's taken the victory lane 8 times already this season for a new snap-on look. That's a 76 of Jason Lance. As you see, he has a lap time just to take off of what Eddie ran with a 35:27. Then Stephen Kiefer there on pit road. He's sitting third on the speed charts with a 6.87. Cody Magouyrk, the Bass Pro Shops colors tonight, with a 7.87, putting him fourth. And Brian Lawhead, fifth, with the Busch Latte, running a 39.39. Drivers tonight will have 80 laps around this mile speedway. It's a flat track. So ride along here with Brian as he goes through turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Without any of the banking, it's hard to get some grip there. As you hear Eddie accelerate there, real easy at the end of the turn. Nice thing about this track is you got multiple grooves. You can go about 3 wide through the turns. So you have your high, low, mid. And the low you can pretty much run on the apron on 3 and 4. Tom Johnson's cracked the top 5 here in the late stages of practice, running a 38.27. There's a look at Matthew Stern in the number 4 car. Alright, with about 3 minutes to go here in practice, so we'll go ahead and pay some bills and run some commercials here. Gotta give thanks to all of our sponsors that make this happen. Of course, Simability. Glenn Sidman, thank you for helping out, making this possibility. AdminBoxx, Paver, Sealer, Florida. Project VetJet, actionsports.org. All right, we're going to ride along 45, Eddie Hawks, first qualifying run here. Oh man, and he got loose coming off the 2. Putting nose first to the inside wall. Jason Lance is able to close out practice at the top of the leaderboard. And he's right now top of the leaderboard for qualifying. As you see, Jason Lance with a 36.14, Eddie Hawks 39.73. All right, welcome back. Let's go over the lineup for tonight's race. On pole, Jason Lance in the 76 Snap-on machine. Outside him, Eddie Hawks in the 45. Matthew Stern starting third. Cody Magouyrk rolling off fourth. Tom Johnson fifth. Stephen Kiefer sixth. Johnny Berardi seventh. Jen Capers eighth. Billy Wise rolling off ninth. And Brian Lawhead rolling off 10th. There's a look at Billy Wise and the 32 machine. Riding aboard with third place starter Matthew Stern. As Jason brings him down to the green flag, the field takes off. Down in turn number 1 we go. As Cody's able to keep that momentum going there on the high side. Put him in the third spot. As the 22 looks on the outside of Tom Johnson. Got the tail end there. Johnny got loose coming off of 4. Yep, Johnny got loose to the inside wall. Jen had nowhere to go, and she went to the outside wall there. You can tell Johnny's already got the steering wheel cocked back to the right. He went to go give it some gas, and yeah, Sen just swung around on him. You hate to see your race start out like that. All right, field's all lined up. Jason Lance, Eddie Hawks, your front row. Cody Magouyrk third, Matthew Stern fourth, Tom Johnson fifth, Billy Wise sixth, Brian Law at seventh, Stephen Kiefer eighth, Johnny Berardi, now Jen Capers rounding out your field. Green flag's out. Jason takes off. He got a good restart there. As you look back at the rest of the field right now. Jason Lance out front, followed by the 45, Eddie Hawks. And the 28 Ford Mustang, Cody Magouyrk, runs strong third. Tom's looking to get by Matt there on the low side. Here comes Billy Wise in the 32 machine. High, wide, and handsome. Give fifth spot to Billy Wise. Oh, the announcer's curse. Good save, Billy, as he got loose coming off of two there. Giving the spot back to Tom Johnson. Now Brian's working on the outside of Billy. Back up front, you have Jason Lance out front, followed by Eddie Hawks. Gap's out about a half second right now. That's about another 1.3 back to Cody Magouyrk between him and Eddie. These laps are going to click off pretty quick tonight. As we're already on lap 11 of 80. Eddie's starting to make his move here. He's closed that gap up. Right now, the front two has opened up a 2-second lead over third place, Cody Magouyrk. In fourth place, you have the full car, Matthew Stern. Fifth will be Tom Johnson. And you'll have a whole gaggle of cars back here. Brian Lawhead, Billy Wise, and Stephen Kiefer. Billy's starting to work there on the high side again. He's on the outside of the 66. Billy feathering the throttle. He doesn't want it to get loose like he did there off of 4 before 4. As Billy's going to try to get by Tom once again for 5th spot here. Come up on the lap car, the 13, make their way around. That gap up front's holding strong right around 4/10 of a second. But that gap to the third place car keeps growing ever so slightly. Here comes the 23 machine, Tom Johnson on the inside, trying to get by Matthew Stern for fourth. That low line paying off for Tom. Tom Johnson up the fourth spot. As now Billy's trying to make his way around Matt for fifth. And Stephen Kiefer in the 22 is working the high side. He's going to end up getting by Billy. It's about for 6th and 7th right there. Stevenson by run middle. He has his inside of Matt there for